Okay, this is part three. So see, this is a very interesting question. I'd really love her to tell me. Why don't you ask her what she meant by going around saying that I wanted to have perverted sex? Because I'm trying to figure, like I said, I never tried to get your mom to go with beasts, animals. I'm not into that at all, period, any way, shape, or form. Never tried to get your mom to go with a threesome with a man, another man joining us. That never happened. I'm not interested in that. Never tried to get your mom to go into with another woman. I'm not into that either. So that's not what happened. Now, oral sex, like I said, well, nothing wrong with oral sex between a man and a wife, a husband and a wife. Anything that goes on in that bed in which they both approve is fine. Now. So therefore, could it be oral sex? Well, again, it can't be that because your mother was the one that did that before we even got married. I didn't even ask her to, didn't even imply for her to do that or any way, shape, or form. She did that. So it can't be that. So what's a perverted sex? See, this is the problem, Ian. Let me explain to you something. We had talked to you about you to this, and this is good for you to learn and good for you to know. And that is, see, when a person gets involved with a lie, and we would tell you about this because you used to also lie when you were a little kid, and most kids will do that. And we would tell you that then you would try to cover up your lies with more lies and more lies, and the whole thing skyrockets. See, that's the problem that your mother is now faced with. But it's okay. It's going to be taken care of at the on her knees in front of Yeshua. That it's going to all be made right then. Okay. But the point is that, see, your mother has said so many lies, so many abominations, so many perversions about everything she's done, that in order to cover it up, she's got to come up with more lies. It's just like when I would ask her, she would say to me, well, I have scriptural basis for getting a divorce from you, even though you never committed adultery. I said, okay, all right, great. And I said to her, okay, show them to me. You say you have over 10. That's what she said to me. I have over 10. I've talked to pastors, and they said that I can divorce you even though you haven't committed adultery. I said, okay, fine. And then I said, give me all the scriptural references that say you can do what you can do, and I'll divorce, and I'll sign all the papers without one problem. Well, to this day, Ian, why don't you ask her? Why don't you ask her for the scriptural references? I also asked her to give me the names of the pastors who would advise her of such an abomination. Wouldn't give me those either. See, all that is nothing but lies, lies, lies to justify the abomination. But see, all that justification is going to be justified in front of Yeshua. See, that's a problem your mother's got. See, more lies and more lies and more lies. Now, let's take, for example, if your mother got married again. I don't think it's going to happen. Because, see, the problem she's got sexually where she can't be touched in private areas, the usual. You know, where a man and where a husband and wife touch each other and all that. Forget it. It ain't going to happen. Ask Michael. He'll tell you. Well, how's she going to blame the next guy, the next husband? Just like she would try to find. You know, your mother accused me during my marriage to her so many times that I committed adultery. I could never figure it out. I figured it out now. Your mother wanted me to commit adultery. Your mother wanted me to do that so that then she could end the marriage. Problem she got is that my conviction was stronger over not committing adultery, just like your father never committed adultery. I've already explained that to you, okay? And so in the end, when her father, which was really her husband, gave her the door to get out, she took it. Because scripturally, she had nothing. And her father, let me tell you something, when her father gets before Yeshua, he's got a major problem because he, with his wife, your grandparents, destroyed Michael and Marisol's marriage. Do you hear me? Ask your father. He'll tell you. Just like they destroyed mine. Just like they tried to destroy Gongi with Suzanne. Just like they tried to destroy Eileen with Eric. That is fact. That is truth. So your grandfather has a problem, especially with his daughters having a man in their lives. That's a fact. Explain to me, why is it that Eileen was going freaking crazy to get away from her father in Puerto Rico that she would have married anyone? And there were many guys that wanted to marry her, but they all wanted to stay in Puerto Rico. She didn't want to stay anywhere near her father. That's the truth. When Jose Bassi came along, he offered to take her to South America. She jumped on that first boat with him. to get away from her father. I believe that there's three people that definitely know what happened to Marisol. Number one is Eileen. I believe firmly that her father, Papon, went after her sexually. That's why she couldn't stand to be around him. That's why she was going freaking nuts to get out of Puerto Rico. Okay? Eileen knows. And Eileen knows what happened to Marisol. But you know what? It's hush, hush. Keep it quiet. Just let Papon destroy the marriages, but let's keep the Busquets. Oh, we want to be so proper. We want to appear as the Pharisees and the seducers. Right, Ricky? Isn't that right? Yeah. Gongi too. And listen, I already have Ricky's email addresses, and I'm going to get Ricky's phone numbers. I'm going to get Gongi's. I'm going to get everybody. So Ian, the thing is, you lost. But I'll still give you the two things I said. Your grandfather takes you down there, I'll give you that. We'll give you a car. We'll give you money, living expense for that while you're going to university in California, starting next year. Now, prior to that, I already told you want to come to South America, you don't even have to see me. You come, you do what I said in relation to South America, taking picture traveling. We'll cover the expenses and all that. We'll pay you whatever you're making up there. You just have to show us your good IRS form, since you are in the IRS system. I wasn't. Not then, not now. But anyway, okay, so we have all of that. The point is this, Ian. I don't have any problem with Katia. It hurts. Isaac and Christian not wanting to see me, not wanting to talk to me, if they know the truth, the whole truth. I don't have any problem with that. I got a major problem with it when they don't know the truth. All they have been fed is lies by their mother. I'd be willing to bet on that one, anything, etc. Now, for next year, I am going to do this. I've already talked to the foundation. Just write the check, and they're going to pay for Isaac and Christian to go to Evangel. Yep, they're going to pay for that. The trustee will be going to Tulsa to take care of that with the courts. That'll count against my child support, whatever. Okay? But that's going straight to the schools. That's not going to the state of Oklahoma, and it's not going into your mother's pocket. It's going straight to the school. Period. End of story. See? See, that's the difference between your grandfather and all that. See, he's got something against men in the lives of Marisol, and it doesn't make a freaking difference that they're the sons. And that includes you. One of these days when you get older and you get more wisdom, you'll understand what I'm saying. Even better. You may not. It's not a pretty picture. Listen, I didn't realize this. You know, Carmen Gill, you remember her? She's a spiritual whore too. She committed perjury at my divorce trial. Lies. Even Marisol said it. But I believe her and Marisol were in league to do that. In league. But that's okay. I'll share with you about her. But the point is this. The point is this. Pastora Carmen Gill, I use Pastora just right now because I don't look at her as a pastor. She's a hypocrite. She is a perjurer. She's a blasphemer. She is, anyway, whatever. Okay. She was the first one to open my eyes to saying that Marisol had been sexually molested by her father. Then others agreed with the analysis. Frank Sullivan, the pastors at Grace Brethren, you know, Pastor Bob Yandy, Tom Dillingham, you remember him? He was your pastor. Him also. Pastors at Aguilar, the Spanish church. Can't remember the guy's name. Pastor Aguilar. And many others. Many other counselors. Even Juan Inga. Yeah, Juan Inga. Yeah. All of them said the same thing. When you look at the whole picture, Ian, it is a fact. It all points to one thing. Your mother was sexually molested. I think Michael would agree with that. And then number two, it all points to your grandfather. Yep, that bastard. And you know what? The problem he's got is this. If he doesn't repent and says he's sorry, if he did it, which everything points to him, if he doesn't repent and says he's sorry, to help his daughter get healing, the day goes before Yeshua, hell is waiting for him. That, if you want the scriptures on that crap, let me know. Okay? Let me know, and you'll get them. See, I won't be like your mother, which is saying, oh, yeah, you go, yeah, I have scriptural proof in this, but then can't provide anything. It's nothing but BS. So anyway, Ian, I'm getting all the information, Isaac, Christian, etc., all of it, phone numbers, email addresses, everything. And I'm not ready to contact Katya, and I already have Katya's phone number. Not calling her. And I'll get, and if she changes it, I'll get another one. Doesn't matter, man. All it takes is money to get that info, buddy.